Hey, great Sunday morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's Cecil Mascotto Jr. with Manufacturing Home Sales Mastery, MH Sales Mastery, in here with you on this Sunday for a Sunday recharge edition of our 15 Minutes to Mastery. Let me get up on the screen right here. I think that should do it. There you are. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, it's Sunday morning. Yep, headed to the airport. So to get out to Tennessee this week. Going to be out there in Dixon, Tennessee, right outside Nashville. And, as we're getting ready for this coming week, we're a week away also from MH Sales Mastery Live in Phoenix. And, man, the work never stops. There's always room to grow. There's always room to improve. And because of that, wanted to come in and just share some information on that and speak to you just about that because, look, I can completely understand that sometimes you just feel overwhelmed. I know that the world is always busy. I know that your work keeps you continuously busy. When we're in sales, it's tough, man. You never know what's going to happen, right? And so because of that, it's even more important that we are out here and getting ourselves prepared. And not just as far as what you're going to do, but you got to get yourself mentally prepared because I'm here to tell you there are ups and downs, there are highs and lows, and man, we feel them too. But that's what I want to talk about, the fact that there is room for improvement. Jim Rohn, I love the quote that we've got in here, which Jim Rohn said, make measurable progress in reasonable time. In reasonable time, right? And think about that. A lot of folks, okay, we wonder, well, I've got so many things to do, and because you've got so many things to do, you might be overwhelmed. You might feel like you don't even know where to start, and because of that, you just never really even truly get going. And the problem with that is other things get in the way, right? Other things will become more important. You never get started on something because, well, you feel that I didn't get it ready. I didn't prepare myself for it. And because of that, you give yourself the pass. I've done it way too many times. And sometimes you got to just jump right in. But what can we do to be better prepared? What can we do to be able to actually come out here and execute at the highest level possible? Well, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I wish that I had a perfect answer for you, and I don't. I can tell you, for as much as I feel that I am a very positive person, for as much as I feel that I am somebody who is determined and focused, man, I have my moments. I have my moments of doubts. I have my moments of frustration. And so you never really truly get accustomed to it. And I've come to realize that that's part of just being business. And for you in sales, it's going to be the same thing because what you do is so unpredictable. I've talked to my sales teams all the time, and I just tell them, look, you got to be able to make things happen for yourself, right? And the only way we can make things happen for ourselves is by being continuously engaged, continuously moving the needle. Because when you sit back and you wait for things to happen, it's just never going to come around. And so because of that, I wanted to talk to you just briefly about what it means to be prepared. And in my opinion, what it means to be prepared is being prepared for the fact that it's going to be difficult, being prepared for the fact that it's not going to work out exactly how you want it to. And look, a lot of that happens to us as well. But, at the same time, I do have to admit that it always seems to work out. Not because we wait for it to work out, but because we keep moving forward. We keep executing on the things. It may not be exactly the way that I want it. Look, it just seems, I'll give you the example with our MH Sales Mastery Live events. When we first started it, right? We had one person attend. And every time we did it after that, it got better, it got bigger. But right before every one of them, I always had all these kinds of doubts and questions and problems. And wondering if it was even going to turn out to be anything that would be of benefit to anyone. And the event would come out, I mean, the day would start, and it just turned out to be exactly what was needed. And so when you think about it, and in your situation, when it comes to what you're doing and in sales, we can prepare all we want. You have to prepare. You've got to, like Jim Rome said, you've got to make progress in reasonable time. You know, we know that it takes a while to build a pipeline. We know that it takes a while to be able to get the business going and files closed and paychecks in the bank account. But you have to continue to make that progress. What does progress look like? Whoa, what does progress look like? Well, this is what it looks like. If you're new in the industry, progress looks like understanding and mastering the marketing. You've got to start with your marketing. You got to make sure the marketing is in place every single day. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be the greatest, but you have to have it out there. You've got to be posting ads for your homes. But more importantly, you've got to be building your own personal brand. What is your brand? What are you putting out there? Are you educating folks? Are you letting them know what exactly it's going to take to become a homeowner? What the financing is going to be like? There's so many things that you could be doing to build your brand, but you've got to master marketing and you got to master your phone process, because those two things are what's going to lead to the opportunities that are not guaranteed, the opportunities to help folks to make that decision that they want to make of buying a home, right? For those of you that have been doing this longer, what does progress look like in your case? Well, progress looks like actually changing the way that you, okay, look, this business is not the same, especially 15 years ago. And if you've been doing it if you've been at it that long, folks, there are so many things that you could change. There's so many things that you can improve. And that's what that progress looks like. You have to be open to change. You have to be open. 819. That's my gate. You have to be open to what it's going to take in order to adapt yourself to the business at hand. The great thing about it is every single one of us can do it. Look, without that progress, without that change, without being prepared, you're going to struggle. We're going to struggle either way. Okay. I've finally come to terms with that. I've heard it so many times. I've heard it said so many times that you're going to have pain either way, right? If you do the thing that you want to do, if you go and put in the work, you're going to have the pain of frustration, of buyers not buying, of people ghosting you, of deals falling apart. You're going to have all of that pain. Or you can avoid the work, and then you're going to have the pain of not having the money, not being able to pay your bills, not being able to do the things that you need to do. So which pain do you want? There's going to be pain either way. And I finally come to terms with the fact that, man, I would rather have the pain of building something. I'd rather have the pain of trying to figure things out as we grow. And you should too. But again, it comes back to what progress are we making? So this Sunday, I want you to take a look at that. Look at yourself in the mirror. And I want you to make a list today. Make a list of your strengths. But you got to remove yourself, okay? Don't get emotional about this. Don't try and convince yourself of certain things, okay? Wow. Don't try and convince yourself of certain things. Be honest. What are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? What needs to be improved? What are the holes in your game? Not just with regards to, maybe your presentation, but everything that's involved, even to your own personality and the things that can be improved. Make that list and then come up with a plan for that. Come up with a plan that's going to help you improve that. And then put that plan into action. Make the progress. Keep moving forward so that you can make sure that you are always, always improving. Constant, never ending improvement, right? Kaizen, whatever you want to call it. Go out and do that and watch what happens with your life. Watch what happens with your business. So I encourage you this Sunday to go out and do that. It's a Sunday recharge. Make that progress. I'm about to hop on a plane here, and I hope that you guys enjoy your time this Sunday, but take some time to prepare. All right, guys, don't forget MH Sales Mastery Live is happening next week, starting Tuesday the 24th. Our mixer, then Wednesday and Thursday, 2 great days of great speakers and great sessions. Matt Nino of Cavco Industries, Thomas Dunn, president of MHIA, Thomas Dixon with Dynamic Home Repair, David Finney with Build Media, Duncan Metz, the mobile home guys. We've got also James Connolly with Trove. There you go. He's also going to be out there, man. Great speakers, great lineup, a lot of great information. And all these people, they're not coming to pitch their product. They're coming to talk to you on what you can do to improve your career and your business. So be there with us. Go on our website, mhsalesmastery.com, and up there you'll find the events tab, and it'll show MH Sales Mastery Live Phoenix. Get your tickets right now. Today, Sunday, we've got a Valentine's Day discount for an extra 14% off, right, for February 14th. So you save yourself almost 30% on the tickets. MH Sales Mastery Live. Use the promo code New Wave Love. New Wave Love. All right. You guys have a great day, man. We'll be talking soon. Until next time, as always, can't wait to meet you.